Welcome to the TDA English 1 newsroom. I will be your host, Mrs. Swartz, as I walk you through how to use the exciting new resource, NEWSELA. Let's get started. Before we begin, be sure to copy this URL and bookmark it into your bookmark menu or your toolbar on your computer. Always have this handy. So during this presentation, we will cover 3 topics. First, let's begin with a brief description of our subscription to NEWSELA. As mentioned before, NEWSELA is a nonfiction literary resource that is adaptive to your reading needs while in my classroom. Every day, NEWSELA publishes 4 current events from news partners. In addition, one of the articles is always published in Spanish. Look for the ES green circle symbol to signify that the article is available in Espanol. Once you find an article, you can see that the blue bar on the right of each article reveals 5 different reading levels or Lexile numbers. These numbers are selected to best fit your level so you can participate in classroom conversations. So throughout the course, you will be reading selected articles which take anywhere from 3 to 7 minutes to read, and then you'll take a quiz at the end of the reading. You will also be selecting articles to read that don't have quizzes. Now, as you read the quizzes, NEWSELA will start to present the article at a level that best fits just for you. So now that you have a quick overview of NEWSELA, I'll show you how to register. You will only need one NEWSELA account that you can use with multiple classes such as science, history, PE, and so on. So one account will cover you from class to class and year from year. The name of my class is noted above. So if this is the first time you are registering for NEWSELA, you will need to identify yourself as a learner. Again, if you are registering for the first time, you will need to identify that you are joining a teacher's class and enter the class code. From there, you will need to establish your account information. The class code is listed above. And click, are you joining a teacher's class? Yes, and enter the class code that's listed above. And enter your first and last name. Notice the capital letters used in the first and last name. The username and password should be the same username password that you use to log in every day to Brightspace, your online courses. Once you are finished with the account information, click Get Started, and you can read your assignments in the class binder or search around the library or recent news. You can add additional classes by returning to the account setting. And once you are in the account settings, you can add a class. Just email your teacher and ask for a class code to be registered for additional classes. Now that we have reviewed the different registration processes, let's go ahead and get started. First, log in with your username and password. We will not be using any kind of a Google login, so use your Brightspace username and password. For this example, I'm going to search for articles about New York. The search feature, which is the little magnifying glass found at the top of the page, can personalize your reading interests. So I just type in New York, where then I will see the results that matches the articles or even text sets, which are a collection of articles that are related to the topic of New York. I can search for articles by grade band, or I can search for bilingual articles. For future inspiration, I can use the drop-down menu News to view the latest news in each of the 8 categories. I can reference articles that I love or have been previously assigned. Once I find the best fit article, I can begin to personalize the article using the NEWSELA article features. The first feature is the Lexile bar, where you will see the articles that are leveled at 5 different reading levels. We talked about that before. We are viewing this article at the max level, which means it is the grade bands 10 through college. This is the article from the original author and the original news publication. Now I'm going to show you the same article in different levels. Take note of how the word count changes in addition to some of the changes in the heading, which makes the main and the central idea very clear to the reader, which is a strong skill for all of the developing readers or readers of nonfiction work. This level is the 9th grade reading level. This is the 7th grade reading level, the 5th grade reading level, and finally the 4th grade reading level. The Lexile band is never locked, so it manipulates to your needs. Every article comes with a write prompt. This is a great way that we can make connections between the article content and your thoughts. If the article is assigned, you can quickly find the article in your binder and click on the write to view the prompt and the topic and then respond. Click on the write to view the prompt, topic, and respond. This is an example of what that would look like in your binder. And finally, NEWSELA features quizzes which are unique at each level of the article. There are 4 questions which align to the standards. The ability to highlight the article is handy, as you can highlight and annotate directly on the article, so no more pen and paper or pencil and paper. You will be able to see my questions right beside the text. You can then answer the questions that I ask. Here's what the annotation looks like when a student answers my question. This can create a really rich dialogue between you and I. And finally, log in today and explore NEWSELA's articles. Look at the categories from the library and the news sections. Look closer at the category topics next to the structure, the titles, and the images. What interests you most and why? Is there something all of the articles have in common? If so, what would that be? Soon you will be sharing what you discover. Have fun with NEWSELA and let's get started.